Tyrese goes for 31 and 12 tonight. I don't think he had any turnovers. 5 games against him this year. What do you feel like you guys just have been unable to do to, pressure him or make him feel uncomfortable in any sort of way?
No, he's a good player, right? He makes some tough shots at the end. He kind of got going and hit some deep threes. But overall, I think we did a pretty good job. For us, I thought it was just the turnovers. I challenged the team before the game about rebounding. We held them, under single digits. I think 7 maybe. So our guys, I thought we fought. We kept competing. I just thought the turnovers really hurt us, just the timing of it. And how we were turning the ball over didn't give us opportunity to even try to get back. They were just like point blank at the rim. I think that was where we got to be strong with the ball. We got to make great decisions with the ball. I thought that's where, that third quarter, especially how we started the third quarter and gave up 47 points. But overall, like Halliburton's going to score. He's going to get some points. They got a very good team, but I thought we gave ourselves a chance. But it's hard when you turn the ball over.
When you're talking about doing a pretty good job against them, what do you feel like you are doing a pretty good job against them? Because when you look at the numbers, it would suggest that maybe you weren't doing a good job against them.
Yeah, I mean, just the last couple games that we've played against him, his pick and roll kind of frequency has been lower. They thrive off of him. And, I thought our guys, he's going to make some tough shots. And, he had a couple of ISOs where he's going to shoot them from deep. But, outside of that, you can't foul him either. And I thought we fouled him a couple times and put him to the free throw line. But, overall, it was pretty solid. Like, he's, good players, it's hard, they're hard to stop. It's just kind of how they get their points.
You alluded to it there with the turnovers, but 47 points in total in the third. That's not just, the handful of turnovers. So what in particular happened, especially early? I think they started on a 20-6 run and really took control. Yeah,
we came out of the locker room. We just kind of out of rhythm. I thought our starters played well up to that point. I had the starters in, and we just got off to a very poor start in the third quarter, and then we were playing catch up. You got to execute. You got to take care of the basketball. You got to be able to get stops. They're a very energetic, athletic young group. They fly around. They're very athletic from all their positions, and we got to neutralize some of that with our physicality, without fouling. But we kept competing. We didn't give up. You learn a lot from games like this, and we'll just continue to get better.
What do you feel like you've learned about this team against the Pacers?
Well, they're gonna, the way they play, right? They play fast. We have to be very disciplined in transition. With our schemes and whatnot, you got to execute at a high level. I won't go into too much detail about opportunities for us in the future, if we play them in the playoffs or whatnot. But, you always gathering intel, and I like some of the stuff that we were doing. I thought Marjon was great off the bench. I thought Dre was great. It was an opportunity for our younger guys to get out there and play in a very physical, high-intense game. It was playoff atmosphere, and I thought they handled it well. So we can get better. We know that. There's always room to get better, and we just got to keep plugging away. We got to get ready for San Antonio. It's a quick turnaround.
We talked about Dame's struggles a little bit the other night. I think just 6 of 18 again tonight. What did you feel like he struggled with, finding a rhythm or just kind of getting in a groove offensively?
No, I thought he was getting some good looks, and listen, he's going to make those shots. I have complete confidence in Dame. He knows how to get himself going, and a couple of them went in and out, and sometimes again it's going to have those nights, but listen, it's a lot of games left. Not worried one bit about Dame. Dame's going to be Dame. He's terrific. I thought, for the most part, if you look at the stat sheet, man, it was pretty even across the board, man. We shot the ball well. Shot the ball from the three-point line evenly with them. We both made 14 threes. We shot 50% from the field. They shot 55%. Again, I just thought, when you're on the road, you got to take care of the ball. You got to be strong with it, make great decisions, and they made us pay. When we turned the ball over, they made us pay.
You talk about Malik's three-point shooting. This year's been at a high level, but these last two games, he's had foul trouble with Tyrese. Has had to go to the bench and not really get involved, get as many shots. Did you feel that again tonight, where he hits his first two threes, then he's got to sit?
Yeah, dude. Like I was saying, like we were fouling a little bit too much, especially with Halliburton. And listen, like he's going to make some tough shots, and when he does, just take the ball out and rush it up the floor. But we can't, especially once we get him inside the line, like we can't afford to put him on the free throw line. And I thought Bees kind of got caught a couple times with his hand in the cookie jar, and he got some quick fouls, and we had to sit him for a little bit. But again, you got to be disciplined against Halliburton, a guy like that. He's skilled, and I think lastly, you have to be willing to live with certain shots. Obviously, you don't want the threes, but once he gets inside the line and he's going to make a couple of those pull-up jumpers, you got to be able to live with a couple of those. You certainly can't foul him and give up the layup at the rim. We just got to be a little bit more disciplined with him.
What's your messaging to your team, especially when you start a road trip with the loss here, and then you've got a quick back-to-back? I'm curious if there's a certain type of messaging that you have with them in the locker room.
We got to shift our focus to San Antonio. We got to put a great game plan together, as a staff. They got to go out and execute, and on the road and in the NBA, you got to perform and you got to bring it. And I always say nobody's going to feel sorry for us. Who cares if we lost two in a row? Like we can't pout, we can't hang our heads, and that's not the DNA of our group. Like we high character guys. They're going to respond greatly. We lost two in a row. I don't know if this is the first or second time that we lost two in a row, but we'll respond well and bounce back tomorrow.
What would you say about your team's mental toughness, not only in this situation but the entire season? I'm curious. What are your thoughts on it?
I think it's been great. Like we've had some really great wins. Our team is really resilient. Even in the beginning, we're dealing with a lot of injuries and lineup changes and rotations and minute restrictions. We fought through that. We're trying to get healthy again, and again, I think we could have easily folded. We gave ourselves a chance at the end, and we missed a couple threes. I think Bees had a clean look, Dame had a clean look, Chris had a clean look. A couple of those fall. We get it under 10 easily, and with 3-4 minutes left, it's a ball game. So I just liked our fight. We didn't give up, and we gave ourselves a chance. When you keep competing, you give yourself a chance. It didn't go our way. We'll go to the film, find ways to get better like we always do, and stay positive and get ready for tomorrow.